just want to knock something out real quick before we do this. Okay, I always complain about the lawyer ads in this town. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, we have the sleaziest, cringiest lawyer ads in any city in America, Las Vegas. It's usually some dude who's jacked, wearing a suit. He looks like a Coke monster. Like, spends all his time at the gyms.
Also, if he's not, they're not wearing a blazer and it's just the shirt and vest.
Oh, yeah, so you can see the fucking...
yeah, exactly.
So you can see the fucking...
They want to show the pythons, dude.
Yeah, dude. And they're always doing stuff like this in their ads. Now, I'm going to fucking put a link to the ad.
That would be... Get that check, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, I'm Adam Laxalt or whatever, and I don't give a fuck.
Whenever I got in that car accident a few years ago, and like I just posted a picture of my car, I swear to God, the next day, I probably got at least 15 Facebook messages.
Oh, really?
About, hey man, if you need a lawyer. And there were probably like 5 of them that were, I'm pretty sure, directly the lawyers that I just added from like getting requests from, and seeing like, as this many mutual friends. It's not a bot, and just adding them from comedy. You know what I mean? And then, but like, I would say probably like 10 of them were strangers too, that were just like, hey man, I saw the picture. And it's just like, are you getting percentage or something for recommending me this lawyer?
Okay.
I feel like those guys don't have friends like that.
So normally I don't play stuff that's very visual on here, so I'm just going to post a link to this ad in the below and in the downstairs. And it also covers another base. Now, last time you were here, you said you were asking who was some actor who had the most roles. I think you were referring to Danny Trejo.
Maybe.
I found out the actor with the most movie roles.
I think it was Nicolas Cage.
The actor with the most movie roles is one Eric Roberts, the actor from Star 80, one of the best actors of the 80s, and he was in Star 80. I just heard a great podcast, a Tarantino podcast about Star 80. It's a fucking amazing movie about the murder of Dorothy Stratton, and he plays the murderer. He doesn't play Dorothy Stratton. So this is an amazing ad, and Eric Roberts is in this ad. This guy was in The Dark Knight.
If that movie were made today with Hollywood's woke agenda, it would be...
What?
He would play the murderer woman.
That movie? Well, I would say that movie would not get made today, but Blonde was made.
Yeah, so God only knows.
That I've never seen a fucking more dishonest, disgusting, misogynistic piece of fucking lying trash than that fucking movie. I don't know where this thing that guys need to have where any chick that's sexual at all either has to be a victim or evil. It's like there's no like Marilyn Monroe was one of the most powerful women in Hollywood. One of the most powerful people in Hollywood when she died. She was not a victim, and she probably didn't even kill herself. So they didn't fucking regulate prescription drugs very well. Anyways, Eric Roberts is in this ad.
Okay.
This is so fucking funny.
No, maybe it was Robert De Niro. It was somebody.
Mr. Demopoulos, seeing as the parties are unable to reach an agreement, this matter shall proceed to trial.
Someone put this out on Reddit. Kourtney Kardashian's ex-husband, Scott, is in the jury. It's a lawyer ad that's a fake movie preview. Hot chick for no reason.
Holy...
That was him. That was
Scott
Scott Disick.
That's Scott?
Yeah. Is that the cheesiest ad?
They painted that guy in the worst light. I mean, he might just be a piece of shit, but I remember whenever I watched, they would only make that guy look like an asshole. Like, they gave him no redeeming moments.
And here's why I wouldn't hire this ad, even though I love Eric Roberts. Here's the fucking reason why. And I think it's baller that Eric Roberts was in that ad.
I wonder what the paycheck he got for that was.
But no, that's the thing. Did you notice they used him twice? First he plays the mediator, then he plays the judge. The mediator and a judge are not the same person.
Yeah, very true.
A mediator, the guy that does an arbitration isn't even a judge. But then he's the judge. So in other words, they paid him a check, probably like a few grand. He's like, oh, I'm going to Vegas anyways to go party with
Yeah,
some
I
boss.
guess you're right, something like that. Or maybe they offered him free legal help.
And he lost all of it in poker. Like because, anyways, he's in 666 movies.
I will say, that's crazy.
Isn't it?
He needs to stop, and then...
Yeah, and like 4 of them are good.
Well, he's kind of like a...
He was in the Pope of Greenwich Village,
It's
man.
kind of like a small movie guy, isn't it? Or like, not a small movie, but like
any movie guy.
A small role.
He's an any movie guy.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe he just loves auditions. Paul, did you ever think about that?
Eric Roberts was an audition. Eric Roberts was a man.
I think it was Robert De Niro, man.
That you were thinking of?
Was that who we were talking about that one night?
Morgan Freeman's done more movies than Robert De Niro. Oh, here's the other thing. Here's what I don't understand. So right here in Nevada, mail-in ballots haven't been counted yet, but it doesn't look good. But what's amazing to me is Equal Rights Amendment, raise the minimum wage, open primaries were all on the ballot. They all won so far. But the Republicans are ahead, including a Republican election denier who they want to make governor. And here's what I don't fucking understand. How fucking stupid are you to look at a ballot, pass a measure, and then elect people who are going to refuse to enforce those laws? This fucking shit happened 2 years ago. Same fucking thing. They elect to let felons vote in Florida, and then they elect a guy who's going to fucking obstruct voting in Florida. Georgia, they fucking elect Joe Biden, and then they elect, or not Georgia, but they had a bunch of states where on the same ballot where they were voting for Joe Biden, they were also voting for Republicans on the same ballot.
Yeah,
it's like these motherfuckers, when Obama won, they gave him 2 years of office, and then they let the Republican Party just take over the legislature for fucking 6 years, and then they complained that he never got anything done. This is the dumbest. The American voter...
That's because
barely tie his shoes without getting his tongue stuck in a light socket. I said it before, I said it again. I shit on the voters.
I think at least half the people that vote do it because they feel obligated more than they feel like almost for the whole thing of like people getting mad when you don't vote type of thing.
Well,
I think and so they just go into it uninformed.
I think these last year, I think in 2020, 2018, 2020, and this election, it feels like most people that were getting these increases in votings because people are starting to realize that, oh, holy shit, this actually does make a difference. Like, it literally affects my personal life. Yeah. And now more than ever, because now you can't get abortions. Good luck getting abortions in this state with a fucking Republican. Can you imagine if abortion's banned in this fucking state?
It's going to be bad.
The whores are just going to leave.
No.
You know what?
They're going to stay where it's legal. I would.
Well, then another state would make it legal. If I were another state, I'd just make it legal. And be
that
like,
is
hey,
weird
whores,
that
come over
another
here.
state hasn't been like, yeah, New York could profit off of also just adding the brothel.
Hookers are going to be falling down dead from fucking miscarriages in this fucking city.
Somebody's going to make like an anarchist cookbook, but just at home abortions.
Abortions.